Okay, take 540 fucking 7 people because we're getting a little more professional. I'm like so deadly afraid to touch the microphone, so I'm gonna be slightly leaning forward. Hello, welcome back. It's Not That Serious Weekly. I hope you guys have been amazing. I want to thank you guys for the support on the first ep. It's been truly makes my heart glow. So, hi girls, hi squirrels, hi queens, hi queers. I love you all. I'm Andrea. And here we're just gonna talk about what's in, what's out. We're gonna talk gossip, weird internet things, what we're into. We're just going to keep the forum flexible because I want to talk about what I want to talk about. Maybe we'll talk about something spooky every once in a while. If you're a throwback girly, you know what I'm talking about. I told myself I would record today. I wanted to record the other day, but to be honest, I was just feeling a little lackluster, and then luckily the microphone wasn't working, so I was like, hey, I bought myself a little bit of time because I couldn't do it. I really couldn't do it without the microphone. Sorry. But now we have our new, very professional setup, so I'm hoping there's going to be a lot less jingle jangling back and forth, and yeah, so welcome to the show. I've got a little bit of an agenda today. Today's episode is brought to you by Dill Pickle Martini in a glass by CB2. I've been dying to try this. Not my cats. Sorry if you hear some bells jingling. It's my little pussycats. I've been dying to try this. I saw there's that influencer that's kind of getting pushed by TikTok, Grayson, but I love him. I'm here for him. And he and his little girly friend, they made dill pickle martinis, and I've been like, this seems right up my alley. Do you know why? Because hot girls eat pickled foods, except for eggs, not pickled eggs. So let's see. She's good. She's cute. I like it. Girl, I love a dirty martini, like very dirty. Very dirty. And you know what? No blue cheese olives. You want to know why? No dairy, babe. We're on a no dairy thing. Today, should I show the lake? I'm scared to stand up, so we're going to do a little. Okay, we have denim by Juicy Fruit Vintage. If you know, you know. These are vintage Levi's. I've got mis potitas are Vetements. Vetements. I've got my tank top. This is my Target tank. If you're a real one, you know. This is my signature Target tank. It's $8, a little racer neck. And I have this is like a neoprene oversized blazer. It's by Balenciaga. But we won't talk about that. We really won't talk about it. It's okay. We're just going to move right past that. And then I've got some, is this giving ASMR earrings? Earrings by, the first ones are Jennifer Fisher, and then the last ones, I was like, I wanted to go for the stack thing, but girl, those prices ain't pricing, babe. So the rest are from Amazon. I hate to say it. Thanks, Jeff. But they are from Amazon. I do want to give an update on my New Year's resolution. I have not bought anything full price. Can you fucking believe? I have not bought one full price thing. I can't shop without discount codes now. Like, I really can't. You're going to tell me I can't even get 10% off or like pay for the shipping. Pay for the shipping in 2023. Could not fucking be me. All right. Let's just go through this thing. I don't know. Should we do an agenda? I think we should just wing it. You guys can tell me what you guys like better. I compiled a list of things that I found topical and interesting through the week. But one of the main things I wanted to start with was Do you guys just feel like celebrities aren't giving what they used to give pre-pandemic? I sincerely feel like that. We don't get inundated with celebrity gossip like we used to, which is good and bad. But I feel like there was always something going on in the streets with celebrities. And then ever since the pandemic hit, they're just not giving what they used to give. Quite frankly, I think they're being a little bit more guarded. It's probably because of cancel culture, honestly, because people are so crazy to like jump down someone's throat for doing or saying things. So maybe celebrities are just feeling a little more guarded and they're trying to protect their brand. I remember there would be like a scandal like twice a week. Like there would just be like a rolling cycle of things happening. And you remember like the scandals were like juicy and salacious and we were like, could not get enough of them. Now I'm like literally I'm digging through. I've got Page 6. I've got Daily Mail. And Daily Mail, quite frankly, I do not like looking at Daily Mail because like half the articles will be like weird celebrities you've never heard of from the UK. So sorry, UK girlies. I do not know who that is. And then the one article is going to be like, zoo in X country is feeding puppy dogs to cobra snake. I don't want to hear about anything animal related. I really don't want to hear anything about animals. And then TMZ. But TMZ is just in the pocket of a lot of celebrities. So it's like you really can't trust half the things that they're putting out anymore. So I don't know. So I have to find my own news, honestly. Even J-Lo's been kind of quiet ever since she got married. Maybe she's like just sitting back and waiting. She knows she can't release music right now because I feel like every other day another singer's coming forward like, actually, this was me singing on this track. I wonder when J-Lo signed that deal to like become a singer. I wonder if she ever thought about like, okay, 20 years in the future, people are going to come out and be like, actually, I'm the one that sang that. Probably the biggest scandal of the past calendar week, January 2nd, a video went viral of Bad Bunny walking down the street, I think in DR, and he snatched a phone out of a fan's hand and tossed it into the ocean. And when I first posted it, someone was trying to tell me, oh, it was like a media stunt. But I was doing a little digging on Google, and I think that was real. And I'm a Bad Bunny apologist. I think that he's very good at being famous. Some people are just meant to be famous. He is very good at being famous, and not in an obnoxious way. I feel like, because I know him so good. He's just a good person, and he's also good at being famous, and he cares about the people. Anyways, I wish he didn't do that. Why you do that? You're doing so good. Then you throw the phone into the ocean. Now people talking shit about my Bad Bunny. People tend to treat celebrities like they're not human. And I get that. If you're a service worker, you work in any type of like customer facing job, you are constantly treated like not a human. Whether it's like people barking orders at you or like being super rude to you, not saying please or thank you, or even like standing in your personal space or like touching you. I know from working in a client-facing position, I've been like touched, spoken to in like all types of crazy fucking ways, because when you're in that setting or you're in your like little outfit and you're the worker in that moment, people don't see you as a human. So celebrities, they're always checked in when they're out in public, and they're not treated like humans. So I do love a salacious gossip moment when someone comes forward and was like, so-and-so was at this restaurant and they were being a bitch and they didn't tip well. Like, yes, I love to like clutch my pearls to that. But at the end of the day, if they do one single thing, like talk to someone like kind of not perfect, it just gets like blown up out of proportion. I think about that all the time. Or imagine like when you're having the worst fucking day and all the people that you interact with, but then people go and tell everyone about it. because you happen to be a famous person. Like, I try to give people grace when I meet someone famous that's like not giving what I want them to give. I really don't like meeting or helping famous people because it's never what you expect. And it's kind of like this weird game of like whether you address them directly or you be low key about it. A lot of the times I just want to be treated like normal. And it's like the newer famous people that want you to like call them by name and blah, 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 give them like the whole treatment. But I've had a couple instances of celebrities being like nasty as fuck. And while I do want to put them on blast because it would be hilarious and kind of like a told you so moment about people who have been like recently exposed for being trash humans. I also think like maybe they were having a shit day and like I just happened to be the person they talk to. Whatever. So Bad Bunny came out and he was saying that like he just felt like the person was being disrespectful and whatever. And like I do agree. It's definitely a nasty way to be treated, just someone coming completely in your personal space, especially when you feel like emotionally drained. You're always on, like giving people what they want. But the throwing of the phone, oh God, I wish he hadn't. And the video is so funny because you can tell she's like so shocked for a moment. Oh, God. I wonder if she got the phone back. Whatever. That's why you have insurance, babe. And I hope she had phone insurance. All right. Did you guys watch Julia Fox on Watch What Happens lately? Live or lately? I heard that show was getting canceled. I really thought it was, and it's still in the air. I'm living for like the Julia Fox renaissance, like her post Kanye personality, and like she is one of my favorite follows on TikTok. And people really can't believe that I just like love her. She's smart and hilarious and very insightful. So on Watch What Happens live, I really should do more research before I open my fucking mouth. Anyways, she was talking about the best celebrity date she had ever been on. So she was like, we went on a private jet. I love her deadpan voice. She's a comedy queen. She's like, we went on the private jet and we cuddled and then we landed and I got Chanel bags and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I really can't tell you who it is. And then the girls were like calling into the Watch What Happens. And Andy Cohen was like, the girls want to know, was it Drake? And she's like, All right. For the girls who don't know, Drake has notoriously been very like open about his like large collection of Chanel bags that he like gives to house guests, like I guess girls he flew in. He gives them gifts, Chanel bags, and that he has like this wild collection of Birkin bags for his future wife. And honestly, the more I know about Drake, the less I want to know about Drake. He is my perfect example of that's not the flex you thought it was, baby. I find him to be so cringe. I mean, I think he's always been that way, but he kind of went through a period like Views and like Take Care, where he was like doing his thing. He was doing his like funny little accents, but he wasn't like saying his weird shit that he's saying. And then ever since he got like Pusha T exposed him and his poor child, Adonis. Adonis is one of my top 3 favorite celebrity kids. He might be my favorite because he always just be like disrespecting Drake on the gram, which I love that for him. And I love his like little blonde curls. Drake, every time he opens his fucking mouth lately, I'm just like, no. Like, stop it. It's not hot. It's not giving cool straight guy. No. When he did that like video shoot and he was like wearing each is a damage for every time I wanted to propose to someone, I'm like, ew. Stop it. Aubrey, stop. I hate that so much. It's so cringe. Even like everything you post on Instagram, I'm like, stop it. Stop it. Management needs to take over your Instagram account. Stop it. But I want to know, you know what, Julia Fox, she used to be a dominatrix, apparently. I need her to write a book. I think that would be funny to be like a little dominatrix. Maybe like in another life. Can you imagine just like Dom topping some straight guy? And like with your, oh God. One of my favorite celebrity topics in existence is nepotism babies. And it just so happens to be a very topical and pertinent subject in recent months. It's something that's always sparked my interest because I just love falling down the Google hole of who's related to who's related to who. Like you find this to this to this, like connection. I don't know. That's how I burn my brain cells. So nepotism babies have always been something that's hilarious and interesting to me. It does not upset me at all. It does not bother me. And it's funny to me that people are getting so bothered by it now. And it's like, babe, have you never watched a movie in your life? Like, even like back to like, I don't just Carrie Fisher, who starred in Star Wars, is a nepotism baby. Like, I hate to break it to all of you, but like, that's just the way of the world. And nobody gets mad at like, if your dad's a doctor and then you become a doctor and like you can work in a practice. I don't know. That's probably not a good example. Or like if you're a lawyer, like nobody gets mad at that. That's nepotism. Whatever. I know this is a new subject to a lot of people. And there was that like New York Magazine, that New York Magazine article where it had all the nepotism babies on the cover. And like, I just think that's fucking hilarious. And people are like, stop with the nepotism babies and da 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 da. But like, girl, no, I love it. One of my new favorite nepotism babies, and they're not new, and they've been around forever, but just not someone I ever paid attention to, is Riley Keough. And I'm going to just refer to her as Elvis's granddaughter from now on because I just think that's the funniest thing. I really thought she was like some like indie actress, came out of nowhere, which nobody comes out of nowhere. And then to find that she's like Elvis's granddaughter, I'm like, slay, mama. I love that for you. I wonder what she thought of like Austin Butler in his like little Elvis role, and then like changing his cadence and the way he talks and his appearance overall. So cringe, baby. So cringe. All right, this week, in this week's famous setup paparazzi shot, and yes, it definitely was a setup paparazzi shot. Miss Hailey Bieber Baldwin called the paparazzi to take a picture of her walking through an empty parking garage wearing a t-shirt that said Nepo Baby. And when I first saw it, I was just like, heh, okay, like, like, yeah. Oh yeah, celebrities in on the joke. But then in like typical celebrity fashion, they actually are not in on the joke, and it's not giving what they thought it was giving. First of all, for Hailey Bieber to wear a Nepo Baby t-shirt, it's like the irony of it, because she's not even the child of like a relevant or important Baldwin. If Ireland Baldwin wore that t-shirt, child of Alec Baldwin, I'd be like, okay, girl, yeah, like your daddy was in Beetlejuice, and yes, I get it. But like Stephen Baldwin and Hailey Bieber, oh girl, I mean, maybe she's kind of like, I heard someone else say like, oh, she's a Nepo baby because she also like married someone famous. I'm like, does that count? Because that I agree with, because I mean, I wonder if she has imposter syndrome. This is going to be a drag. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, girlies. I wonder if she has imposter syndrome when she thinks like her career really took off like to new heights and new levels once she married Justin Bieber. And people then really started caring. Like, good for her, like, get her check. You know, it really doesn't matter because she truly doesn't have a prenup either. And she has to like go to Hillsong Church and like put Justin Bieber in his like weird air chamber every night. I don't know. Did you guys watch their YouTube thing? And T-Ways. So like, yeah, like cool, I guess. Like I wouldn't want to be married to Justin Bieber. He seemed I just but like cool, she's also like making her own name for herself. I mean, it's not necessary, babe. You can still like wear Bottega every day casually and not have road skincare. There was an influencer, or not an influencer, or a content creator on TikTok that did like a really good explanation of the why like Hailey Bieber's Nepo Baby t-shirt wasn't giving what she thought it was gonna give. And it's because like for decades that has been kind of like a tongue-in-cheek kind of like nod to being in on the joke that like celebrities do, right? When everyone was complaining that like Victoria Beckham never smiles and all this and that she wore that t-shirt that said like fashion stole my smile, and like they were in on the joke. Like it was something that was pertinent and of the moment that had to do with like what critics and the news and the people and the fans were talking about at that moment. There's been a bunch of like even like Britney Spears and like Paris Hilton. They've all had moments like Naomi Campbell. Who wore that t-shirt that was like Naomi hit me? Anyways, it was all like a nod when they got popped, like wearing the t-shirt in like a public place. That's like they're in on the joke and they know like the people are talking. Like nobody was talking about Hailey Bieber being a Nepo baby. And the content creator that made the TikTok said like the perfect person to have worn the Nepo baby t-shirt would have been Miley Cyrus. And it's because she has eclipsed her father's fame like tenfold. She is much more famous than he ever has been. She's kind of like always been rebellious, always been had this like fuck you attitude and like just did whatever she wanted. And has a sense of humor. She's always shown the public she has a sense of humor. Like she's down to clown. So it would have been hilarious and epic in a moment and like a memeable moment if like someone like Miley Cyrus had worn the t-shirt. But then like Miss Hailey Bieber, yes, Hailey, H-I, Hailey, wearing the Nepo Baby t-shirt. And I'm going to reference this TikTok because it was just chef's kiss. I need to like put the creator's name like somewhere. The thing that people talk about with Hailey Bieber is that she has like no personality. So she said if she had worn a t-shirt that said like personality like water or like Little Miss Oatmeal or something like she's giving mayonnaise. I don't fucking know. Like Hailey gives no personality. If she had worn something that's a nod to like, I know you guys think I have no personality, but like I have a sense of humor, that would have been epic and amazing. And then on top of that, she hired the paparazzi to like take pictures of her walking through this parking lot, an empty parking lot, like just staged as flick. And then she was seen and photographed later on that day, like not wearing the t-shirt, like in a public place, just like, so she truly just wore the t-shirt for that moment, and then went home, changed, and like carried about her day. That's the saying. Carried about her day. Like, okay, Miss Girl, you thought you did that. You thought you slay. That's giving slay, Mama. Gigi Hadid, big slay. Whatever. It's just like typical celebrities think that they like are in on the joke when it's just, it is the joke. It is the fucking joke. Did I have any more topics for today? Oh my God. I wanted to do more research on this, but like the Ozempic and Semaglutide injections that all celebrities are getting right now. And that's allegedly all celebrities are getting. Like if you're noticing a lot of celebrities getting very, very thin, a lot of the plastic surgery blogs are alleging that people are using this it's called like Wegovy is the medication name, but it's like Ozempic. And it's an injection you can take like once a week, and it like curbs your hunger. And originally it was made for like people with diabetes, but it was cleared by the FDA for like just weight loss in general. So people were trying to like make this fucking scandal. Like there's a shortage on it, but it's two different medications, people. That is misinformation. I'm reporting that. It's misinformation. So basically it's an injection you can take like once a week. It curbs your hunger. It has like a lot of crazy side effects like nausea, diarrhea, just my regular day. And people are seeing a lot of crazy results with it. They're alleging that's how Kim, K, Chloe, and now I just recently saw Kylie that has just shown up looking very, very thin. That's what they're using to lose weight. And then I heard as well, and if you were following my Instagram stories, I had posted this video that like, I swear to God, it got scrubbed from the internet. I had to look in like weird tagged pictures. But it was a video of like Cassie, like singer Cassie, ex-girlfriend of Puff Daddy, looking just crazy thin, like off-putting, startling. And I don't want to talk about people's weights. Oh, God forbid. But she was just looking very, 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 very thin. And the plastic surgery blogs are saying they think that she's taking the injection. And I was looking into it. I don't know. I think that it hasn't been out long enough, and I kind of get scared of like long-term side effects of like medications, especially like injections. And I feel nauseous if I whip my head around to the side too fast. So I don't need anything else in this life to make me feel any worse. But if anyone out there takes it and they're having good results, girl, let me know. This wedding is loading at the end of the year. I'd love to be a little more trim for it. All right. You guys responded very well to my ins and outs list. So I thought maybe for like our little regular segment to like close out the show every week, we could do things that I'm very into. You tell me if you like it. Tell me if you don't. Tell me what's working for you. This is a working forum, a platform for all of us. I would love for you guys to participate more. I would love to have someone to talk to. My mom told me she watched the first episode. She's like, wow, you can talk a lot. I'm like, thank you. All right, things I'm into this week. And I'm going to try to carry over this, but over planning. I'm very into over planning this week. I bought a little day planner that has like every day of the week and some lines. I always start very strong with those types of tools, and I utilize them very strongly for like maybe a week or so, and then I just completely fall off. But I'm hoping in my mature age that I can be more consistent with it. Consistency is my word of my life, actually. My New Year's resolution for at least the last 10 years has to be more consistent, and that's consistency, baby. That's consistency. I spoke about it earlier. Did I speak about it earlier? I want to let you know. I have not bought one fucking full price thing since I stated I was not going to buy one full price thing. At all this year. I've been going very strong. I haven't bought one thing full price. But what I am into right now is the Gap. The Gap, what do you have going on over there? Because it's working for me. They keep sending me these targeted ads on my Instagram. And they always have, they double, triple stack their discount codes. So I'm like, I do a little Gap 30, a little We Save 40. And guess what? I saved more than the price tag originally was. So the Gap, keep doing what you're doing. I salute you. I'm very into, speaking of clothing, and this is actually It's funny because I'm drinking this dill pickle martini, and I'm very into green sneakers right now. I've been looking for a pair of green sneakers. I found a pair of New Balances. I don't know the style number off the top of my head. I need to look in my little Google phone. But I'm determined to find new Kelly Green sneakers. My favorite pair of sneakers from when I was like maybe 21 to like 27 was a pair of Kelly Green Adidas Gazelles. And I don't know if you guys knew this about some sneakers, specifically Gazelles. If you leave them in your car in the sun, they shrink. Yes, they do. They shrink. And unfortunately, I left them in my car because I went through a very lazy period leaving things inside my car. And they shrank. And I haven't had a pair of Kelly Green sneakers since. But could you imagine this little outfit with Kelly Green sneakers? So cute. So cute. So I'm going to find a new pair, not pay full price for them, and I'll show them to you. Lastly, and my number one thing I'm into right now is getting myself new jeans. I'm on a mission to find new denim blue jeans. I'm going to be real with you guys right now. My jeans are not fitting the way they used to fit. And it's a good and a bad thing. I have started on a workout journey. It's been about 3 years. And guess what, honey? My body has changed, but it's hard to get used to because I grew up in the early 2000s when, I think my butt's getting too big. I've been hearing that since I was like 6 years old. And that shit gets to you. I grew up somewhere with a lot of Caucasians. So body image has always been tricky for me. And I'm trying to work around it and push through it and embrace and love my body. But yeah, I've been on a workout journey and like eating healthier. I was very big into like not eating and being super thin. So I just want to be healthy and happy. But with that, my body has changed. And I just want to find some jeans that work for me. If you guys follow London Girl on Instagram, if you don't, please do. But she's a celebrity stylist. I believe the stylist of Saweetie. And just has impeccable taste. And she recommended Mousy jeans, Moussy. And she's a curvy girl. And I hate that term curvy girl because I think that's an all-encapsulating term that shouldn't just be for like one body type. But like I'm skinny and small, but I have curves. I'm not straight, unfortunately. I wish that I'm not straight. I don't think anyone's straight fully. And I always wanted to be skinny, straight, like a little pole, but my Latina hips just weren't built like that, and I'm learning to embrace it at the ripe age of 30. So my biggest thing right now is trying to find some jeans that just don't flatten my butt. A lot of the jeans that I have, they'll still button, but they're giving nothing in my asshole region. My asser region. So I want to find something that I find to be cool and chic, but also accentuate my body. And don't flatten me out, because I guess I do work out to be a little like more shapely. But I'm just learning to embrace it. And that's my truth, babe. You can tell me your truth now that I put myself out there that much. I guess we're all just trying. Oh, God. All right. Well, thank you. I want to try to do different, I want to do a weekly little like news, topical, everything in a timely manner, like news stories. I don't fucking know what I'm trying to say. I'm going to have to cut this so much and just talking into the abyss. I would love to have a guest sometimes because talking by yourself is fucking hard. Props to people who do this all the time and just talk to themselves. I'm definitely a people person and I need people to talk to. But yeah, I want to keep this weekly with like topical and current things. And then I was also thinking of if, girl, I'm not making any promises. I would love to do this, but we can say things and doing things are different. But I would love to also do other episodes just on like other subjects. I really want to read Confessions of a Video Vixen. We can read it together and talk about it. I want to talk about nepotism babies more, all my little connections that I love so much. Stage paparazzi, like give me things that you want me to dig into. And girl, I will. My conspiracy allegedly theories, I will dig into them as much as I can because I love that. I love a Google deep dive. But thank you so much for tuning in. It really means the world to me. And remember, it's not that serious, babe.